Hey folks, welcome you all to a new video. This is CA Ganesh Bharadwaj. So in this video, I am going to share with you all the one day before exam strategy for your paper 4 cost and management accounting for the Jan 2025 attempt. Now, if you are a person who feels costing is difficult to crack, now I am going to prove to you in this video, and I'm going to break things down in a very easy to understand manner, that not just passing, scoring an exemption is 100% a possibility in the upcoming exam, right? If you don't believe me, now let me just walk you through the strategy, which about this I've also made an earlier video regarding the all-time high scoring topics, right? The deep revision strategy. Now, in continuance to that, I am going to show and prove in front of you how you can easily score an exemption, provided you channelize and utilize this 1.5 days that is available, that is basically your study leave available in between your two exams. In case you are a person who's only attempting the second group, then you might be having a lot of time, but still the last 1.5 days is the key to your performance in the main exam. Now guys, as per my analysis, what I would suggest is you first take cost sheet, right? As this chapter comfortably it covers about 8 to 10 marks in your exams. I have conservatively only taken 8, right? You then move on to ABC and overheads and ABC. I've clubbed the two because ABC is nothing but an extension of overheads, and the concepts involved in ABC is very less. In overheads at least it is high. So ABC and overheads put together contributes to somewhere around 14 marks, right? Marginal costing 10 marks, sure shot. I'm telling you at least a minimum of 10 marks. If not, it's going to be for 15 marks. Standard costing 8 marks, process costing 7, service costing 5, materials 8, and budget. Now guys, if you see, now these four chapters put together is going to contribute 40 marks for you in your main exam, right? And then the next 3 chapters put together is going to contribute some 20 marks in your exam. Over and above that, I have also kept this budgeting chapter. Please do that, right? Just to make sure that you are having a decent more coverage, right? So if you cover that also, you're going to get a total of 68 marks. Tell me guys, 4 chapters can't you revise? If you revise 4 chapters, I'm telling you, you are definitely going to clear this paper, right? 3 more chapters, you need not touch this paper again in your lifetime. Exemption is guaranteed. Now, if you prepare like this, now tell me guys, failing is out of question. It is out of question. You can easily score your exemption. As simple as that. As simple as that. Now, I call this as the defense and attack strategy, right? Now, if you take an example of, let's say, Sachin Tendulkar. Let's say he has scored 95 runs and he is standing on his crease. Now, what he will do is, right, every ball he will play a defense, try to score a single or a double, and make sure that he is able to score the century. The moment he scores a century, now he is not worried about anything. Now he will get into the attack mode and he will play any kind of shots. He will go for a sixer or not. Even if he loses his wicket at most, there's no problem at all. This is exactly what I am putting it into practice for the purpose of your examination. First, make sure that you are sorted with the first 4 chapters that I've mentioned. Cost sheet, overheads, ABC, marginal costing, standard costing. Make sure that you are done. Now, the moment you're done, you have prepared yourself the first 40 marks, right? Once this is done, aim for the next 20 marks, process costing, service costing, material cost. Now, once this is also done, exemption is sorted for you. Now, whatever you're covering beyond this is going to be a bonus. As simple as that, guys. Now, you break it down and you see it like this, things will appear very simple, right? As simple as that. Now, in cost sheet, max, what do you have? You have all this format of cost sheet. These type of questions are there. Stock valuation questions are there. FIFO weighted average, right? And then you have one more question regarding this, multi-product cost sheet. I gave an example of Kaju Katri and all. In fact, this particular RTP, we had that question. Maybe you solve these things. These are the 3 predominant broad topics inside cost sheet. Hardly it will take 1.5 to 2 hours for you to revisit the day before your exam and you're sorted, right? It will not even take to this extent if you're properly done. In fact, if you have attended my regular lectures, if you follow the the revision using the library of adjustments, You can revise the entire subject, not just 8 chapters, all the 15, 16 chapters, including theory, you can easily cover with the library of adjustments. It's very, very simple, right? And one more thing I want to tell you guys, please do cover the RTP, right? Especially in this attempt RTP, you please cover. And in this attempt, I have clearly told you there's one question in marginal costing that talks about a different concept called relevant costing. I am expecting that question either in Jan 25 attempt or in your May 25 attempt, right? So past 3 attempt RTPs you take for marginal costing, at least past 3 attempt RTPs you take and you solve, because in an earlier RTP, if I'm not wrong, this came in May 24 attempt RTP, there was calculation of break-even point when stocks are given. I have made a video on that separately also, right? Please actually revise at least the last 3 attempts RTP, especially for the chapter marginal costing, because as per my prediction, I feel this time marginal costing will be tested in one of those 2 case study based MCQs. That is the comprehensive case study based MCQ. From a single case study, 5 different questions they will ask, each carrying 2 marks. I am predicting that this attempt, definitely one question out of those 2 case study based MCQs will come from marginal costing, and this generally comes from your RTPs and all, right? Please watch out for this. Not exactly, they will not lift it. Maybe the concepts are generally covered from RTPs and also the regular concepts that we have done. Please do watch out for this. Now guys, if you are able to cover these lineup of chapters, I'm telling you an exemption is guaranteed. What more do you want, right? So cost sheet about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. 1.5 is more than enough, right? Overheads and ABC put together, I'm telling you, you take another 2 hours, right? So 1.5, 2 hours. This is going to be 3.5 hours. Marginal costing. Now, I had already given you a lot of time in your deep revision hours itself. Another 2 hours you take. So here I've taken 1.5 hours. Overheads and ABC, since the 2 chapters, I've taken 2 hours, right? Marginal costing, I'm telling you, you can easily take 2 hours. Beyond that, it will not take. Standard costing, 1 hour. Beyond 1 hour, it will not take. Only 4 different types of variances, and I have broken it down how easily it is to actually revise for you. Beyond this, it is not required, right? 1 hour. Process costing, you can take 1.5 hours maximum the day before your exam. Service costing, you can take 1 hour. Material cost, 1 hour. Budgeting, 1 hour maximum, I'm saying. Now if you add up all these things, how much does it come out to? So it's going to be 5, 6.5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.5 to 12 hours approximately, right? As per my calculation, 11.5 to 12 hours approximately. Even on an upper limit, I am telling you, the day before your exam. It is not like I'm not asking you to touch it for the first time. The day before your exam, some 11.5 to 12 hours if you're able to do that. Now I'm telling you, exemption is guaranteed. Now let's say 5 p.m. right? Today 5 p.m. your tax paper is over. Okay, fine. So now let's say you resume your studies at around 7 p.m. Okay. Now tonight you are able to spend approximately 3 hours. Conservatively, I am saying 3 effective hours, right? So what happens? 3 to 4 hours. Let us take 4 hours because it is the day before your exam. Let us say you are able to clock some 4 hours. So 4 hours tonight. 4 hours tonight. The next day, let's assume you are waking up at 6 a.m. in the morning, right? 6 a.m. in the morning. And by the time you get ready to study, let's say it comes to around 7 a.m., right? All you need is 12 minus 4, another 8 more hours, 8 more hours. So roughly by around 3 p.m., the day before your exam, let's conservatively say 4 p.m. the day before your exam, you would have revised all these lineup of important chapters that will contribute to approximately 70 marks, right? If you're super confident, now whatever time remaining is available, you can focus on the other chapters also and you can close. Now guys, tell me, if you follow this approach, now not just passing, an exemption is guaranteed as well. Are you clear with this? So please do not worry about your results. Please do not worry about if others are telling you that, costing is going to be difficult. I have broken it down and I've proved it right in front of you how easy it is for you to revise. You can definitely go ahead and do this, and I am sure you will score not just a pass mark but an exemption in the upcoming costing paper, right? So all the very best for your exams. I'm sure you're going to nail it, and I will see you all in CA final. Bye bye.